Keep playing.
Welcome back to another episode of Eagles Weekly. Here are your hosts, Brett, Haas, Mac, and Jack. How we feeling, fellas?
All right, welcome back to Eagles Weekly, episode 29, presented by Home Field Apparel. Almost forgot that part. I'm Brett Ryder, joined today by international marketing guru Mac Hutchinson and our ACC athlete Jack Cyberlick. We are officially in the dog days of summer, hoping to wrap those up shortly as we get closer and closer to the 2025 college football season. First and foremost, boys, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm itching for football, man. I'm itching.
It's the summer, but yeah, we're getting closer every day. But
it is like that weird time, you know. It's like the college football video games out. You're starting to see all the clips, all the press conferences. I think SEC Media Week was this week, so it's like you're kind of getting there. You're starting to get like the little bits and nuggets for the upcoming season.
Yeah,
I mean,
ACC kickoff next week.
Next week, right?
The unofficial, I think it's like the unofficial kickoff of the football season because like you basically have the media and then you got training camp starts for most teams and then we're into football season like in a couple months.
And I think the biggest thing for me is going to see like who BC sends to ACC Media Day. I know if Bill O'Brien's smart, he just like won't send a quarterback.
I think they announced that, Brett.
Did they already announce who's going?
Yeah, no quarterback this year.
Yeah, he was smart. He was smart.
Who is going? Do we know? I must have
had a tweet.
My first look was just, okay, it's no quarterbacks. We're good.
Yeah. Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. I mean, there's just like, this is the time of year where you can get all your absolutely Looney Tune takes off. And like in your head, you can believe them. You know, this is where the 10-2 talk really spikes and is at an all-time high. And
yeah, we got to
talk yourself into it. Yeah,
more months of Delulu land, I think.
Yeah.
Before we get to Michigan State, so we actually get a couple weeks into the season too. So I think we really have till Michigan State where we can start really predict, ACC championship and all that nonsense. Jack, I found it too. Going to the kickoff is Lewis Bond, Bam Crouch, KP Price, Logan Taylor. Those four. Those are good choices. Those are the veterans.
I like him. Is KP Price? Is he a junior?
Must be a redshirt junior now, at least.
Okay. Who, KP?
Yeah.
I believe KP was the highest rated BC player in college football 26 too.
Have you played it? Have you played it yet, Brett?
I have not. I did not get it this year. I probably will get it eventually.
The new intro looks like the exact same thing, basically.
Yeah, I mean, my thing was like I bought like the early access and got into it last year. I mean, it had been so long, and I was so excited for it. Just as a fan of the game to play it, and then also like selfishly for like media content and stuff like that. So I was more than happy to buy it last year. I honestly, I think once, I don't even think I played it like once training, like a month after buying it. So like once training camp for BC hit, like I never touched the game again. Like I don't think I played it again after that. I'd be interested to like buy it just to kind of try it again. But I can't. I'm not a gamer. I've never really been a gamer.
I don't have the time for it. I never got fully into it, but I heard that the big beautiful Bill O'Brien's in the game this year, so I think that's enough for some folks. You can
Chin
see
dimple and all.
You can see his nice dimple up on the screen while you're playing.
Brett, you were right. KP Price is the highest rated player on the roster, 87 overall. Any guesses as to who the next 5-6 players are?
Is one of them a lineman?
The next one is a lineman. Yep.
Is it Bowery?
No, actually, he's not.
Really?
It's not. Is Bowery on here? I don't think.
People are sleeping on Jude Bowery, man.
Bowery's not even on this. All right, this is a bad source because Bowery's not even on this list. But
what about Logan Taylor? Was it him?
Logan Taylor is 85. Lewis Bonds 84. Bam Crouch 84. Jeremiah Franklin 81. Amar Jackson 81. Vaughn Pemberton, transfer from Ball State, 79 overall.
Who's his brother? Tell us who his brother is.
Dude, you know his brother's Quinn Pemberton. That's my guy.
Of course. But I wanted you to say it.
That's my guy. Come on.
What a rating. Okay.
Jack, did Quinn Pemberton start a college basketball game?
He did after he transferred out. He transferred to, was it Immaculate? Let me look it up now.
I thought he started at BC.
Oh, like for senior day? Oh, he might have.
I think he might have started before that, like when they had DeMar and Quentin Post out.
No way. No way, dude. No way.
I guess not.
Andrew Kenny, he might have started a couple games, but definitely not Quinn Pemberton.
There was a game or two where he got like more than 5 minutes. I do remember that very specifically.
Yeah, early on in Earl's tenure, him and Andrew Kenny got some minutes here and there, especially Kenny.
It's kind of funny that his brother is here now. I think his brother is I think he's like a poor man's Kai Robichaux, isn't he? Kind of gets like. Oh,
he's huge. He's like 230.
Yeah, and he's like a physical runner, right?
Yeah, I think he came as a running back, but I think he's been playing linebacker in some camp. At least that's what because they've had a ton of injuries at linebacker, so I think he's been stepping in a bit. I know AJ Black mentioned he was impressing a bit.
I did see that from him too.
But he went to Elmhurst University for his 5th year. So not Immaculata. Let's see if he started.
Probably like a D2, I'm guessing. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
He's like the opposite of CJ Pena. Sorry, go ahead.
No, he started 15 to 16 games, 20 minutes a game. Shot 40%, 41% from the field, 37 from 3. Average 10.5 points a game. It's pretty good.
You know what we need to get for this show? If there's anyone who wants to sponsor us, we need a soundboard, because I would have hit that shit so hard right there. Like party in the modes. Quinn Pemberton talk.
That can't be that hard to get. We gotta figure that out. We gotta up the production value here.
Yeah,
we need a
soundboard.
looking
for sponsors. So if you're in the Boston area, folks, our DMs are open.
Our DMs are always open. Actually, they're not. They're not, because aren't we banned still? So they're not open.
Brett's DMs are open.
Okay, my DMs are open too.
For now. Yeah, Mac, tell the intern to get a soundboard and put it on the business card.
All right. We'll
CC me on that email. CC Jack on that email.
We'll budget everything.
We're getting a fucking soundboard in this bitch. Come on. Family program. Excuse me. So football.
Did we lose Brett?
I lost them. Did you guys lose me?
Speaking of soundboards,
I think it was mutual. I lost you guys for
Am I back? I kept talking just in case. All right, so I have
a good ad for need of sponsorship. So
I have I'm typing out the email to the intern right now. That's probably why the Wi-Fi went crazy. But I have a question for the class.
Yes.
It's July 16th. We're halfway through August. It's like the absolute dog days of summer. All right, there's not much going on. It's the Lulu. This is the Lululand, right? This is where you can say whatever the hell you want, and like you yourself can believe it.
Yes,
right.
Time for bad takes right now.
So first, and absolutely time for bad takes. I have plenty of now. What's your record prediction for this upcoming year, and why is it 10-2?
We all need to justify how we get to 10-2.
Let's find
Okay,
there's a path.
tell me in your own words
There is a path.
why we beat
We know.
Clemson, Notre Dame, and SMU. I mean, I think we all know what's happening here. We're losing to Fordham. We're losing to Fordham.
I wouldn't say that, Brett, but I will say the Michigan State game, losing that game would just throw a whole wrench in the.
Biggest game of the season.
And that's a tough. That's on the road. It's a team that you beat in like dramatic fashion last year. I'm actually
They're a better team.
They're a better team. Yeah, I'm really worried about that one. And starting 1-1 would be so tough, especially with how loaded the back half of the schedule is. So I'm having a tough time finding 10-2. I'm gonna be honest, Brett. But that Michigan State is.
I'm sorry that wasn't my question. My question was.
Wait, I think I can do a tiny bit better, but I do agree with what Jack said. The second game of the season against Michigan State is going to be very telling.
No, it's a hard schedule.
Because Fordham's an automatic win. I honestly think in that game they might like make it 10-minute like quarters because it's that dramatic of a talent difference.
Yeah.
You go into Michigan State. If we're thinking 10-2, you beat Michigan State. You start out like 5-0 going into Clemson. My thinking is the three on the board that are obviously the most daunting are the three playoff teams, right? You got SMU, you got Clemson, you got Notre Dame. For me, the thing that worries me the least is SMU. We almost beat them last time. We beat them in the Fenway Bowl a couple years ago, and we really could have won that game last year. I think that's the win. And then you're looking at, okay, if you got to get another one, I honestly think if you're trying to do 10-2, you got to win another one of those. I think you either got to take Clemson down or take Notre Dame down. That makes you've only lost to one playoff team. And then, of course, BC is going to do what BC does and probably lose a team against, a 50-50 game somewhere else. That's how I think your path to 10-2 is. You got to beat two of the three playoff teams, and then you find a loss somewhere else because that's almost inevitable. When it comes to
now you're just speaking
how
my
I see
language.
it. That's how I see it, my friend.
It's funny you say that because I feel the exact opposite just in terms of the playoff teams, where I feel like SMU kind of worries me more than most people. They're better than they were last year, in my opinion. And with all their like money that they have now, it just that whole thing kind of scares me. I get what you're saying. We played them highly competitive last year. We beat them 2 years ago, so there's no reason why we can't take. And I agree with that absolutely. But there's just gut check feeling. Like I don't have any specific reason why. It just for some reason they kind of worry. That looks like
gut feeling though. We probably should lose them. I'm just saying if we're going 10-2, we gotta.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Mac, I agree. I think you. Even the playoff teams aside, I don't see us going. Even best case scenario, I have a hard time seeing us go undefeated against Georgia Tech, Louisville, Syracuse, Pitt. Yeah, like that's a tough.
Georgia Tech's good. Georgia Tech's very good.
That's still asking. You're still asking to go 9-1 against the other 10 teams, and the other 10 teams are, like you said, Michigan State, Georgia Tech, I mean, Virginia Tech. You got all these solid teams. Pitt. And yeah, I honestly would probably, if I had to pick the 2 losses of the year, it would probably be like one of them either Clemson or Notre Dame, and the other one's probably Georgia Tech.
I think mine's Clemson and maybe Louisville away. But I think I like
I'm with you on the Louisville one. The Louisville's always and like for whatever, like we never play. I mean, historically we struggle at Syracuse, like whatever it is, like in the dome. I'm glad that is the last game of the year because like I kind of like how that's kind of like a constant thing, or it has been in the past, where it's like you end your season with Syracuse, home or away. That one, I mean, in all reality, I mean, it's like, we talked about it before that it's going to be a dogfight to even fight. Do you think that, okay, so to bring it back to reality, right? If they go 7-6 again, is that a disappointment? Or we'll say 7-5.
I don't think so. I don't think 7-5 would be a disappointment.
Not at all.
I think not the way the schedule is, with you got the 3 playoff teams: Georgia Tech, Syracuse, Louisville. I think you go 7-5 against the schedule. It's better 7-5 than last year.
Yeah.
Then you get 6-6. I think I would be, I don't know, probably a little bit disappointed, but probably feel pretty similarly to how I felt last season. But I think 7-5 would be pretty. I mean, 7-5 can go a million different directions. Like it could be, you could have a win against Notre Dame and a loss to, I don't know, Michigan State. But I think broadly speaking, 7-5 this year would be pretty significantly better than 7-5 last year.
Yeah, I agree with the 7-5. The 7-5 would be overall, like big picture, still seen as a success with the chance of like getting 8 wins in a bowl game. Like pretty similar, like even like it would look at, we were positive about that last year. It would look even better if we did that this year because of the schedule. But having said that, if you go 7-5, you're going to have disappointing losses in that, right? So again, you're not hoping for that, but you're like, if that's our base, if we can at least get to that can at least, you can keep the momentum going. You can keep the hope with Bill O'Brien going, and you can at least maintain your level of recruiting, or expand on it.
I think it's tough too, because looking at the schedule, there's not really any, stretch where you're like, you can kind of take your foot off the pedal. It's like, all right, Fordham, sure. Then you got Michigan State. It's a tough game on the road. Then you have to go to California. So it's like Stanford isn't strong, but you still have to like go to the West Coast, right? And then you come back to the East Coast, like play Cal,
You had a bye week in there. I think that is, if there is a stretch to take your foot off, I think.
Yeah.
Stanford Pitt is hopefully that, but again, who knows how good Pitt's going to be.
It's Stanford to Cal, which is the bye week, which is fine. You know what I mean? But it's just like those 2 games are pretty tough, and then Cal, and then right after that, from Cal, it's at Pitt, which we don't love that. Clemson at home, UConn, which UConn isn't a pushover anymore. At Louisville, that's tough. Home against Notre Dame, home against SMU, home against Georgia Tech, and then at Syracuse. So that's a tough fucking stretch. Like what is it? 12 games? All 12 games, like 11 of them after week 1. It's pretty challenging.
Yeah, I think we said this, Jack. I know we talked about this. I think Brett, you were there too, but we basically said if you don't start out 5-0, I don't see how you do better than 7-5. It's going to be tough to get 8 wins if you don't start out, honestly, 5-0 going into Clemson. So I don't know. That kind of was my thinking on the first. I don't know, when you break up the schedule into the first half, second half is, maybe a loss in the first 5 games. You can work with that, but you really got to take advantage of those first 5 games. Like, you gotta somehow beat Michigan State. You gotta go pull off a win on the road and on the West Coast. You got to come back home after a bye, take care of business, and then you got to beat Pitt before and not overlook Pitt. Looking at Clemson, every one of those weeks has something to it, and you got to pull it off. Because after Clemson, it gets worse. It's not an easy win after Clemson. Even UConn sitting there, looking pretty solid.
Brings you back to the 2023 schedule. How fucking easy that was. Jack, did you take your mic off the stand?
Yeah, I want to lean back so I could hold it.
Using it as like a mic now. It's like
Okay, my bad, dude. Sorry. We got Chill Jack in the house now.
He can walk around.
I can walk around. Yeah.
You know what, Jack? You lead.
I couldn't do that though. I'm plugged in.
Right now you're giving this like very relaxed, calm demeanor, confident. Like you're kind of leading the show. Go ahead, take the reins here.
He's got his new pad and everything. He's like at the top of the world.
New spot. Yeah, I know.
He's great. You look very inviting right now. Like I just want to talk.
Boys, come on over. We'll talk ball.
He's got the nice pad with the nice beige walls. He's set in his ways right now.
The lighting is nice. We got the open, looks like an open kitchen. It's a beautiful little pad.
Well, it's open everything because it's a studio apartment. But yeah, I mean, I was feeling very relaxed. Then I looked at the second half of the schedule. Now I'm not so relaxed. Brett, I know you were delusional earlier, but I don't. After that whole discussion that we just had.
You came back to reality real quick, Brett.
Yeah, you did. You were up here early, and then you said, "Let's find 10 wins," and now you're kind of back down here. It's a sobering schedule for sure.
Whispers, let's find 7.
Let's find. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, if you're going to find 7, you got to start. I think
you'll start thinking that the first loss of the season, you'll start being like, we got to find 7 wins.
I mean, think about even
1-1. I mean, we're in trouble.
Think about last year when we fell to 4-4 after Louisville, and and then we were going in the week of Syracuse, if I remember correctly. Remember, we were all like, "Are we gonna win a game the rest of the year?" You know what I mean?
I thought we were gonna lose out. Yeah,
I think we might go 4-8.
I thought we were going to start 4-1 and then lose 7 straight. I really did.
I remember that, Brett, though, because we're going into like the press conference with Bill O'Brien. We're like, this is the 3rd week in a row we're asking the same questions, and like we're going to get the same answers. Like, what else can you ask after a loss? So, but I don't know. I think.
And Tommy was so accountable during all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man. Have we talked about those? Have we talked about the comments, by the way? Did we ever talk about that? Did you guys even want to mention that, or is it not worth it?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I got to pull it up. I kind of forget.
Yeah, do you have
Did you see that? I guess some Bama guy said it today, made a comment today. Well, first of all, the comments are just like so unfounded and stupid. And it's like,
even from like a 5-star, even if you've won the national championship last year, you should not be
come on, man. And like, I love when he stands on this, like how great he was at BC. And it's like, dude, first of all, you were not that great at BC. We were just, and in 2023, we were just happy to have some motion at quarterback. Like, we didn't know what the fuck was happening. We were used to like stiffs back there. We sucked for so many years prior. Like, so we were happy to have this like cool quarterback that ran with his feet, but like he was a turnover machine with the ball. Like, it's not like he lit the world on fire with his arm. I don't see, and like they tried to make him into like an actual passing quarterback last year. That failed. What the fuck do you think is going to happen this year? And now you're playing Bama. Like, good luck.
I'm sorry, you got benched at Boston College, and you're going to play Alabama this year. It's just dumb all around. It just shows. Knowing him too, like I feel like it's like he thinks he's coming across as like this very confident dude. It's like it's just stupid. You're just showing how dumb you are by doing that to piss off one of the strongest programs in college football history. It just seems, I don't even have to say it. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Do you have respect for what we're talking about, Jack?
Saban's not gonna save them from Tommy. That's what he said. I just pulled the quote.
Well, you know who is going to save them? Alabama linebacker Deontay Lawson on Tommy Castellano's comments about the Tide not being able to stop him. I quote, "All disrespect will be handled accordingly." Yikes.
All right, Deontay.
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
I like that. I'll be tuned into that game. Let me pull up the schedule actually.
I think that's a week 0 game if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, is it?
Correct me
I
if I'm
think
wrong.
so. I could be wrong.
I think there was another quote too. He was like giving shade towards Bill O'Brien as well. Is that in the quote that you found?
I remember he said something along the lines of, I don't know if it was, he said like Bill O'Brien put him in a box or whatever, but then he also said, he's like, now I got actual talent around me at Florida State, whereas like I'm not the most athletic guy anymore. I'm not the most
Putting down his teammates, his former teammates.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Not helping his draft stock at all.
Or how about when he said I tore up the ACC, and then Cam Martinez quote tweeted him and was like, he was like, I remember it differently or something like that. That was what a great quote tweet too.
I know.
That was a phenomenal. That was an absolute banger.
I think I responded to that one with the the ACC quarterback ranking, like the QBR rankings. He was last like a 37 rating or something.
37.5 or something. And then like the idiot Florida State fans are like, look at his quarterback interception thing, 18-5. It's like, yeah, dude, but like did that all against Duquesne.
Dude, I think even some of the Florida State boards were like, yo, Tommy, what are you doing, bro? Like,
It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny if and when he just gets pummeled and then they end up benching him. It's gonna be because like you he's thinking like, oh, because he came from Central Florida, right? Like went to BC and now he's at like Florida State, and for all intents and purposes, Florida State is Florida State. Like they went 2-10 last year, but it's still a name. You know what I mean? Like if you're
totally
a player, you're going to Florida State. It's like, oh, dream achieved. But I can't fathom a world where he succeeds there. There's just no chance. Like Grayson Allen came from FIU and took his fucking job. Like, fucking kidding me?
Honestly, Grayson Allen was I thought he was on the Suns.
Grayson James, thank you.
You're talking about the basketball.
I was mistaken.
Pardon me.
I don't know. I feel like the whole thing is just ridiculous, and I don't know. You never like try to root against someone, but like when he says stuff like that, you're kind of just mad. You're mad at a defense of the teammates he's putting down. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
disrespectful.
That we cover works so hard, and for like a guy like that to be, to have to raise yourself, to punch down, to make yourself feel better. It's just one of those things in life that I'm never going to defend that. And it's just wrong. It's just wrong, man.
Yeah.
You know what he's missing out on? Sorry, you go ahead first, and I'm going to.
No, I was just going to say, I kind of actually disagree with Mac. I think it actually is not that hard to root against a guy like that. Everything short of an injury, I'm rooting against that guy. After like all that stuff he said, and I'm sure the teammates he put down feel the same way at BC. But
Cam Martinez agrees with you.
Yeah, thank you, Cam.
And let me tell you, listen, he missed the boat because he's not going to be part of this. He's not going to be part of the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I'll tell you that much.
That's why Brent needs 10-2 so bad. I get it now.
I saw they came out with, and I wish I knew at the time, they dropped some merch. They dropped like polos, quarter zips. They had the logo, but they had sprinkles all over the shirts.
Brett is on record saying he would rather us go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl than the college football playoffs. So
multiple times I've said that.
So
interesting.
I'm not. Listen, I'm an easy man to please. I'm a simple man. I want to go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I think that would be so hilarious. Like, could you imagine like Bill O'Brien taking a bite out of like the Pop-Tarts mascot? Like when they put, first of all, like that's so crazy on so many levels that like they do that. Like they have the Pop-Tarts guy go down into the thing and like a Pop-Tart like pops out and then they start eating him.
Kind of bleak.
The B.O.B. tart. Yeah, I like it.
They eat him. Yeah, Bob Tart. The Bob Tart Bowl.
Bob Tart Bowl.
I love it. I love everything about it. And I think, I think that's what we're building towards is the Pop Tart Bowl. We can go to the playoff, but I would like to go to the Pop Tart Bowl first. If we go to the if we pop off and we go to the college football playoff, I'm not going to be upset. But, a year or two after our college football birth, if we, kind of regress a little bit and end up in the Pop-Tarts Bowl instead of the playoffs, like I'll be fine with that too. I would like to, because I want to go to it. I want to go to the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I'm not asking for anything that much. All I'm asking for is to play a bowl game in someplace warm next year. I want to go travel to someplace warm and watch BC play football.
I'll one up you on this one, or not one up you, but I'll take it a step further on this one. I just don't want to play in a fucking baseball stadium.
Same. That's probably the level. That's the number one goal.
Like warm weather, awesome, but like I do not want the end zone to be the third baseline or the infield anymore. It's hard to watch. That was painful. Even last year was
as cool as it
painful.
was being up in like Fenway Park and like in the media box and everything. I would rather not have to do. I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a one-time thing. That we've already done that. I'm all set. And then Yankee Stadium was like cool, I guess, but like I don't want to do that ever again. So can we just can we just be better so we don't have to play? And where are we gonna? Are there any other baseball stadium bowls? Like I really hope
just us ours.
Yeah. So I think we can, and it kind of sucks that like both of the baseball stadium bowls are ACC bids. So like that sucks. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe we strive. Maybe that's kind of like the bulletin material. It's like not to play in a baseball stadium. I can't even remember the last time we played in like a warm weather bowl.
It's been a long time, buddy.
It's been a while, man. I mean, I'll pull it up, but it's a long time, dude. So, I mean, I guess the one in 2018 at the Cotton Bowl, even though it wasn't the Cotton Bowl, it was like whatever, just played there against Boise State when they canceled the game. Like I suppose like that was, but even like with that, we had like a torrential like thunderstorm. So it's like,
no, we haven't had good luck with bowls for almost like over a decade now, I think.
Because even the Birmingham Bowl, that was like torrential downpours too. And we had to play Cincinnati, who absolutely pantsed us. So like that wasn't cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty brutal for fans. And like for fans that like, we're not known for like traveling and showing up that much. Like you got to give our fans more of an excuse and like go freeze your butt off in Yankee Stadium,
So look, check this out, right? So like we went to they changed it it was the Emerald Bowl, then it was the Fight Hunger Bowl in San Francisco. I think that's still a bowl, but anyways, that's in San Francisco, the Giants Stadium. So that's also another one I didn't think of. But then we played in the Independence Bowl, which is in Louisiana. Arizona absolutely cakewalked us. That's when we had Andre Williams. Then we played the first Pinstripe Bowl when we missed the extra point. 2016, because we didn't play a bowl in 2015 because we went 0-8. Can't make a bowl game if you don't win an ACC game. Yeah, true. The Quick Lane Bowl, which is Ford Field. I don't even know if Ford Field exists anymore. I think they've knocked it down since, but we beat Maryland. That was cool. Shout out Patrick Tolles on that one. Then we played the Pinstripe Bowl the next year. That was when the players couldn't even wear fucking cleats because the field was frozen.
Coldest day of my life. Coldest day of my life.
I forgot you were there. Yeah. And then we played in the Birmingham Bowl. It was a monsoon. They don't even have history. Like when you look up like BC's like bowl history, they don't even have that 2018 game where it got canceled after we were up 7-0. Anyways,
the go-in touchdown that never counted, right?
Yeah. So then we keep rolling. So the last official bowl game was 2020, January 2nd, 2020. So the 2019 season. 2020 we declined the bowl. 2021 we declined the bowl again. 2022 we don't make a bowl game because we sucked. So that happened. 2023 we go to the Fenway Bowl. 2024 we go to the Pinstripe Bowl. So I mean, the last time we actually played in, like you were saying, like a warm weather bowl, 2011.
That tracks because I don't remember, and I don't think I've ever been to a warm weather bowl.
Would you like to know who the starting quarterback and team was that Boston College played against in the 2011 Fight Hunger Bowl in San Francisco? I can give you the school, and you can guess the quarterback.
Yeah, what's the school?
We played Nevada. Any guesses?
Oh, Nevada. It's a pro quarterback, I'm guessing.
Pro quarterback played in a Super Bowl and then was terrible after that.
Wait,
he was polarizing figure.
Oh, Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. Yep.
Holy crap, we played him in the bowl game?
Sure did.
Damn. Did we win that game?
No, we lost 20-13. Our quarterback was none other than Chase Reddick.
Transition. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, have your guys thinking on the Grayson versus Lonergan changed at all? That now that we're getting closer.
I don't know.
I know just
I really don't.
People what they want. If you guys had any different takes or thinking on it, not that we have any new evidence. It's really just like you said, Delulu land right now.
I think he knows who his quarterback is. Especially based off spring ball, I'm sure he has a very good idea of who he's going to go with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree with the whole, we're going to start one, and then if he struggles, then we'll put the other one in. It's like, kind of just go with the best, like, because a lot of people are saying, like, Grayson knows the system, so go with him, and then if he struggles, put in Lonergan. But I think, like, the train of thought's going to be, like, whoever's better should just start off the rip, right? Like
day one, yeah. I
don't think you mess with that.
Whoever's the best, he's going to choose, and
you just have to go with that. Yeah.
I also think in his mind, at least this is more of my thinking, but I think also in his mind is the best quarterback also is the quarterback that can win those big games, that has more of an upside, right? So that was my kind of thinking too with Lonergan, is that like there's a reason he brought him all the way here from Alabama and BC's paying him all this money. Is that he does have more upside. He's a 4-star recruit, and he didn't get that much playing time at Alabama. He didn't get any in-game experience, but like he's still recruited by Alabama, was a 4-star recruit and has talent. And we saw that in spring. It wasn't like he came here and he didn't have that talent. No, his talent was pretty, obvious. And the fact that he was able to understand the system right up to par with Grayson, even though they were pretty much battling it out like this, the fact that he was the new guy coming in here and was able to do that was the thing that was the most telling for me. So, I've made that known that I think I would lean more towards Lonergan, even though I think we all fans and everyone owes Grayson such a debt of gratitude for what he was able to do last year. And he's an awesome dude and a loyal dude. So maybe, and in a way, I hope I'm wrong, because I would love to see Grayson succeed and take us to the glory land this year. So But yeah, that's pretty much my take.
And the other thing too is like he brought his boy Ty Lockwood with him, the tight end. So I tend to think that, you know,
They
we're
paid
probably
him some
gonna
too.
yeah. So I have to believe that, you know, these guys just based off their like raw talent alone are gonna be able to like come in here and, you know, shake things up and put a, you know, enough of a you know, difference maker, you know, in front of the coaching staffs to like get playing time right off the rip. And I don't think Ty Lockwood like ups and comes here and like follows his quarterback if he doesn't think that they're both gonna like play together and like play together like immediately. And it brings me back to the idea that Lonergan could have went to Georgia, but like he would have obviously so like if you're going to sit somewhere, wouldn't you rather sit at Georgia than Boston College? So I have a hard time believing that like he's not going to not only play here, but play here like fairly immediately. I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Jack, any thoughts on this, or pretty much the same boat?
Pretty much the same. Like I don't think they paid Dylan Lonergan X number of $100,000 to sit on the bench. And you hear about what people say about practice, like, oh, like Lonergan learns the system so fast, but it's an even competition. Like, yeah, I don't buy that a ton. I think Lonergan is, I don't know, he's the probably like more talented guy. Seems like he's picked up the offense really quickly. I mean, you see what Bill O'Brien did with like a mediocre FIU quarterback last year. He put him in the right system, had the right tools, and he was a really productive passer. And I think Lonergan is in that same mold where it's Bill O'Brien's quarterback, just stop quarterback, but it's just a more talented version of that, I think. So I think, you know, Bill O'Brien could put Grayson James, who went, I don't know, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions at FIU. If he could turn him into the quarterback that he was against, you know, SMU, UNC, Pitt, I think he could do better things with Dylan Lonergan, who's by all accounts is, you know, the more talented one, just does not have quite the experience.
I think that's the correct take.
And I'll say this because we're about to get into training camp in a couple weeks, and I'll say this because I'll try to be covering, you know, as much of that as possible. But I have this hope that Bill O'Brien gets into there, and after the first or maybe second week, he starts, you know, probably won't be giving it to the media. Honestly, he probably won't, or at least he won't be telling us not to say anything. But at least internally into the team, saying, "This is our first team." You know, I got a quarterback and I got an offensive line, because the thing about going into this training camp is that he has the advantage of he's been here for, you know, over a year now. He has a lot of team coming back, but the thing is, because it is a new team, you know, you have a lot of, especially like the O-line, so much experience there, but they haven't had experience together. So like you kind of almost hope, hey, first, second week, this is your first team, this is your second team, whether that's for the offensive line, whether that's for the quarterback, whether that's for the linebacking group, whether that's for the secondary. And he gets to be able to really drill down those teams throughout the summer so they can really gel going into the season. Because, you know, Florida might be your spring, you know, your first, you know, game technically, and you can kind of play things out like that. But he's got the advantage here with all the depth that he has to try and drill down this first team as soon as possible in training camp to kind of get, you know, advantage on the season. But that was kind of my thinking on going into training. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't really know. Like, one thing that like I'm kind of thinking about too is like this has to be the most or one of the most like intriguing and like anticipated springs for them, right? Or sorry, summer for them, right? Like just in terms of like expectations, like who's gonna win what's going on, and just like the season ahead. Like this probably is like their most anticipated summer in quite some time.
There's a lot of storylines, right? You got the quarterback thing, which is the number one. you got, a beautiful schedule, home schedule. You got 3 playoff teams coming home, plus, the Georgia Tech team that I just talked about with Haynes King. You got so many good quarterbacks that are going to come play this year against you. So you're thinking, like, fans, who's the first quarterback matchups? You want to know who's quarterback. So that's number one. You want to see how quickly the new O-line can gel. You want to, all we've been hearing all through spring training or spring practice was the secondary too. You're excited to see the secondary ball out. And then, you got new players on as wideouts, but you're again, does Reed Harris take that extra step? Does Lewis Bond even get even more consistent? Now that you have Skeet back, is he going to start to really open up the mid-range passing game? So there's so much to anticipate here in the summer practice. And you got a new kicker too. You got a new punter, which is like something we've never had in a while, and it seems like the talent there is something that we haven't had in a while, even though he's a true freshman. So there's a lot to look forward to for the training camp. So yeah, I guess stay tuned, everyone.
I'm looking at it right now, and I think Lewis Bond, as it stands, he's 24th all time. He's got 1,392 yards for his career. I mean, say he has like let's say 800 yards this year. That would put him in like the top 10 receiving yards like of all time. Like that's a pretty solid career for him.
I'm really glad that Lewis Bond and Bam Crouch are going to the ACC kickoff, because to me those are your two leaders. I think Lewis Bond's your leader on offense, and I think Bam Crouch is your obvious kind of leader calling the play. He'll be wearing the green dot like on defense, so you'll see him playing almost every snap. So you got those two seniors there that are really gonna be the go-to guys for all the leadership and all that mentality that we need from them. And they're two great guys that we talk about them all the time, how the mentality that they work with, and they're such team guys, man, such team guys.
Florida State sending Tommy to ACC Media Day too. That's hilarious.
There'll be a little bit of interest there. There'll be Tommy there. You'll have Bill Belichick, Bill O'Brien there. They'll be
Bill Belichick.
Forgot
about that.
Right?
The Belichick dynamic. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a lot of pictures with them together,
It's just the fucking boys club. The fucking boys club. Just any Pats. Just talking about the glory days. Just chopping it up. Just good old football talk.
Do you think Jordan is going to make an appearance at ACC Media Day with
I wouldn't be surprised. Is she banned? They ban her?
Oh, isn't she banned from UNC or something, or like their practices?
Something along that lines, yeah. Which is crazy because well, she's a wacko, but it's just funny how like close, how tightly wound Bill it has been, like especially about like practices and not letting people in, stuff like that. And then he just like his girlfriend's like on the field. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah. My 24-year-old girlfriend is just running the show.
Yeah,
she's
like your
it's very bizarre. It's very bizarre when you think about
my age. Yeah.
If you think about Bill O'Brien, looks so much more stable than Bill Belichick. It's kind of bizarre world, It's like, I don't know, like that was his guy that he looked up to, and now Bill O'Brien's like, what? I don't know. If I was him, I'd be like looking at him like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. 46 days. 46 days till
46.
August 30th. Yep.
Wow.
August 30th.
We're getting there, man. We're getting
2.5 months, give or take.
or 1.5 months.
Yeah.
Any basketball notes you want to touch on, Jack? Basketball is they're quietly building momentum.
Yeah, how many days we got to basketball, Jack?
We got 88 days until the scrimmage against UConn on October 13th.
That's not too bad.
And we got 112 days until we tip off away at FAU November 3rd. So it's kind of interesting. We're opening up the season on the road against FAU. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I was planning on going to the UConn scrimmage, but tickets to that are looking like they're going to be $100. At least
Okay,
that's what
did you forget you? Did you forget you have media capabilities?
Oh yeah, Jack.
I did forget that actually, so might have to.
What do you mean, dude? What are you talking about?
Got to email athletics department right now.
Yeah, we'll see if they answer. We'll see if they answer my emails again. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike,
only other note. Quentin Post, second-year player for the Golden State Warriors, not playing on the summer league team. Apparently, he's too good for summer league. Also, just won a chess tournament. So shout out to Quentin Post.
He did just win a chess tournament. So it's a summer QP.
There's a really funny picture of him playing against you guys know Magnus Carlsen. He's like the famous chess player.
Yeah, the chess player. Yeah.
Yeah, they both kind of have really like Dutch features. Like really, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like a miniature version of QP that he was playing against. So that was funny.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's friggin' awesome.
Last BC basketball note: Jaden Zachary, Mason Madsen will be teaming up in the basketball tournament for Boston versus Cancer.
They are currently in Boston too.
Yeah, that'll be some. I think it starts in like a couple days.
It does, yeah.
But
they're at Northeastern right now practicing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they open up against Louisville, who's like the number one team in the tournament. They'll have like Montrezl Harrell, Peyton Siva, I'm sure, all those guys. But yeah, it'll be fun to watch Jay-Z Mason share the court again. Hopefully, one more time. So yeah, that's about it on my end. I think nothing else. Just looking forward to hopefully the scrimmage is at least competitive. I know John Rothstein. He just visited UConn. Was very complimentary of their team, unsurprisingly. He was
at Providence today, so I'm thinking he'll probably be at BC.
Sure. Yeah,
tomorrow or the next few days.
Sometime tomorrow, later this week. Yeah, so we'll see what he has to say about our guys. But it's always fun how Rothstein makes his way up and down the East Coast for that. But nothing else from me. I mean, scrimmage coming up. QP, Mason, Jay-Z playing ball soon, so should be good.
Summertime.
46 days away. That's all I got. Quick hitter, under an hour.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
I'm sure we'll have more to talk about. I think the kickoff next week.
I think so. Yeah,
and then believe it or not, the training camp doesn't come too far beyond that, and then and then we'll start. And then the week after that will start to be towards football season here.
Yeah, so we'll be in full.
It's almost August.
We're getting into it, boys.
Yep.
All right, episode 29 in the books. Make sure to follow us on all accounts. Right now, we do have a new Eagles Daily Twitter account at EaglesDaily_BC. We're hoping to get all of our accounts back. We should, have answers. But either way, we still have our online presence. So just make sure to give us all a follow. Drop a follow on the podcast, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, whatever you kind of do. But we could use and love all the support. So thank you for all that. With that, that's all I got. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.